You met a beautiful girl at the bar and really hit it off, but you can't understand for the life of you if she's romantically attracted to you or not. You feel like she's sending you flirting touch signals. Still, you don't want to misinterpret a woman's friendliness as a sign of attraction and embarrass yourself. So if you're asking, how do I know if a woman likes me? Here are the 8 signs that show if a girl likes you or is just being friendly. A woman nodding while you speak isn't just her being polite, it's a sign of engagement and agreement. Research in nonverbal communication studies suggests that people nod more often when they're interested in the conversation or the person speaking. Now, let me ask you, have you ever been talking to a girl and noticed her nodding slightly, even when you weren't saying something groundbreaking? That's because she's subconsciously encouraging you to keep talking. It's her way of saying, I like what I'm hearing. As the popular dating coach Dan Bacon says, if a woman is sexually attracted and turned on by you, then in many cases when she touches you, she will seem to enjoy it. For example, she will seem excited, or smile in a warm way, and appear happy to be getting physical with you in that way. If she nods excessively, especially with a smile, she's not just listening, she's invested. This is a classic sign of attraction, and a way of building rapport. Body proximity is one of the clearest signs of attraction. When a girl leans towards you while you talk, it means she's interested in what you're saying, and in you. According to body language experts, people instinctively lean toward things they want, and pull away from things they don't. If she gets closer to you when you're speaking, even in a noisy environment where she could easily just stay back, it's a strong indicator. She might rest her chin on her hand, shift her body closer, or even tilt her head slightly in your direction. This is a physical cue of emotional closeness. A study from the University of California found that people unconsciously mirror the body language of those they're attracted to. So, if she leans in when you do, shifts her posture to match yours, or seems to naturally angle her body towards you, she's syncing with you on a subconscious level. It's her way of building a connection without having to say a word. Another interesting factor is space invasion. If a woman allows you into her personal space, meaning she doesn't step back or create distance, she's comfortable with your presence. Most people instinctively maintain a safe space between themselves and others. If she closes that gap voluntarily, it's because she enjoys being around you and wants to feel your presence. Women are naturally aware of how they present themselves, especially when they're around someone they find attractive. When a girl arches her back, she's subtly emphasizing her curves. This movement makes her posture look more confident and appealing. This is a biological response rooted in attraction. Studies in evolutionary psychology suggest that women instinctively adjust their posture to highlight their figure when they're interested in a potential mate. If she straightens her back, tilts her hips slightly, or adjusts her stance while talking to you, she might be trying to catch your eye. Beyond posture, her hips and chest alignment can also reveal attraction. According to research from Dr. Monica Moore, women subtly emphasize their hips and chest when they're flirting. This could be through small movements, like stretching, shifting her weight to one side, or rolling her shoulders back to create a more open, inviting posture. These aren't conscious actions, but rather primal signals meant to enhance femininity and attraction. But this is just one of the cues. A more obvious sign is in the S-curve stance. Women naturally create an S shape with their body when they're trying to look more attractive. This could be standing with one hip slightly out, or even stretching in a way that highlights their figure. If she does this when you walk into the room, or while talking to you, she's subconsciously trying to draw your attention. The key is timing. If she does this right after making eye contact with you, it's not random. She's showing off just for you. Women are naturally aware of how they present themselves, especially when they're around someone they find attractive. When a girl arches her back, she's subtly emphasizing her curves. This movement makes her posture look more confident and appealing. This is a biological response rooted in attraction. Studies in evolutionary psychology suggest that women instinctively adjust their posture to highlight their figure when they're interested in a potential mate. If she straightens her back, tilts her hips slightly, or adjusts her stance while talking to you, she might be trying to catch your eye. Blinking is one of those subconscious behaviors we rarely pay attention to, but it reveals a lot about what someone is feeling in the moment. When a girl is attracted to you, she may start blinking more than usual, and it's not just because of dry eyes. It's a reaction triggered by excitement, nervousness, or increased emotional arousal. According to research, people blink more frequently when they're emotionally engaged. This happens because heightened emotions, like attraction, activate the autonomic nervous system, which controls involuntary bodily responses. In short, her brain is reacting to you on a physiological level. There's also the eyelash flutter effect. When a woman blinks rapidly and looks away for a brief second, it's often an unconscious flirtatious move. It creates a moment of mystery, intrigue, and anticipation. If she pairs this with a soft smile or a quick glance back at you, she's playing with the idea of making deeper eye contact, a classic sign of attraction. Another thing to notice is the pupil dilation effect. When someone is attracted to another person, their pupils tend to dilate, and their blinking pattern becomes irregular. You might catch her blinking more frequently when she's looking at you, but slowing down when the moment feels more intimate. If she locks eyes with you after blinking rapidly, she's likely feeling the chemistry between you two. This one is subtle, but powerful. When a girl is attracted to you, her heart rate increases, and with that, her breathing naturally becomes faster. You'll notice this more if you're standing close to her. Maybe her chest rises and falls a little quicker, or she takes deeper breaths as she speaks. If you say something flirty or make eye contact and her breathing speeds up slightly, that's her body reacting involuntarily. This is an ancient fight-or-flight response, but in this case, it's neither. It's attraction. If you catch her doing this, she's not just physically near you, she's feeling something for you. When a woman likes you, she becomes more self-conscious about her appearance. This means she might start touching her face, playing with her hair, or adjusting her necklace while talking to you. Psychologists call this preening behavior, and it's a sign of nervous excitement and attraction. If she strokes her collarbone, rubs her neck, or lightly touches her lips while you're speaking, that's her way of subtly drawing your attention to those areas. Next time you're talking to a girl, watch her hands. If she keeps fidgeting with her jewelry, tucking her hair behind her ear, or brushing her fingers over her lips, she's not just fixing herself, she's flirting. Okay, this one sounds a little weird, but trust me, it's real. When a woman is attracted to someone, her nostrils flare slightly, and her face becomes more animated. This happens because attraction increases oxygen intake, which causes subtle changes in facial expressions. Flared nostrils are one of those signs, even if they're barely noticeable. Of course, this isn't something you should awkwardly stare at. But if you notice it along with other signs like fast blinking, touching her neck, or leaning in, she's into you. Have you ever noticed that a girl's voice sounds softer, slower, or more playful when she talks to someone she likes? That's because attraction naturally alters vocal pitch. According to studies on vocal modulation in attraction, women's voices tend to become higher and more melodic when they're talking to someone they're interested in. They may also slow down their speech, making their words feel more intimate. If you notice that her voice becomes softer when talking to you, or she playfully changes her tone, that's a huge green flag. She's subconsciously making her voice more engaging and attractive to you. Women may not always say what they feel, but their bodies give them away. If you see multiple signs from this list, stop overthinking. She's into you. And if you want women to get sexually attracted to you, check out masterattraction.com.